Welcome back. I wrote about this probably 4 months ago, something like that. Picked it up from March 1st on Fountain Square, probably 3 months ago, and have had it sitting here behind my bar since then, just teasing me, waiting to drink it. And there's a lot to talk about before we get to drink it. Welcome back. I like to drink things, and I like to drink them with you, and I don't do it nearly enough, and I promise I'm going to try to fix that. I'm going to try to drink more things. That shouldn't be that hard to do. This is March 1st. Cincinnati Distilling is their distilling arm of their business. This is their Fountain Reserve Bourbon. If you hear noise, hopefully it's not coming through the microphone, but my kids are having some kind of dance party currently, or maybe they're racing or something. I'm not really sure, but there's definitely something happening upstairs. That's not important. This is important. Fountain Reserve. It's named, if you didn't know, or if you didn't read the article, hearing the stories about this when they released it, it's named after the Tyler Davidson fountain. That is the fountain. You can see it right on there, the fountain in the Fountain Reserve. The fountain was donated to the city by Henry Probasco when his business partner and brother-in-law Tyler Davidson passed away in 1871, I think, somewhere around there. If that date's wrong, tell me in the comments. He donated the fountain to the city, and one of the provisions in this donation was that the fountain would always pour fresh drinking water for the city. So if you go there and you look at the fountain, there's lots of things going on. There's the little lady at the top with the water coming out of her hands, and there's all kinds of different things. But on each corner of the fountain, it's kind of round, but there are 4 figures. Each of those figures is spouting out drinking water. You can go over there like a drinking fountain and stick your face under it or fill your water bottle or whatever. March 1st, heard this story and got the great idea to use that water to proof down their bourbon. So they make the bourbon and then they used that to proof it down. So out of the barrel, I don't know what all of this came out at, but it is proofed down to 96 proof. So it's not really proofed down a ton. I mean, a little bit. It's definitely proofed down, but it's hot. It's a boozy bourbon. So there were a lot of people when this came out that thought it was ridiculous, this idea of using fountain water to make a whiskey, and that it's going to taste terrible and kill everybody. It's not true. It's drinking water. It's no different than just going to the sink and opening up and taking water out of that. It's no different. Same water. It comes from the same pipes, same place. This is a bourbon. We also should mention that before we taste it. Bourbon can be made anywhere in the United States as long as it's made at least 51% corn. And there's some other stuff too that's not really important for this video, but it is bourbon, it's made in Ohio, and that's acceptable. The actual mash bill of this is 75% corn, 21% rye, and 4% malted barley. I think I got those numbers right. 75, 21, 4. That math adds up. 75% corn, 21% rye, 4% malted barley. I think that's right. We should just drink it. We should try it. That's the purpose of all of these spirits that places make. Yes, it's fun to do fun things, to proof down a bourbon with fountain water. That's all fine and dandy, but it's still meant to be drank, right? All right, hang on. Let's see if we can get this thing open here. Step 1, open whiskey. Didn't open the way it's supposed to, but it's opening. All right, Fountain Reserve Bourbon. This is the first in a series of spirits. I think they're all bourbons that I'm aware of from Cincinnati Distilling that kind of honors different landmarks, fountains, squares, town centers, whatever, all around town. Ooh. Smells good. This is just the first in a series, so keep your eye open for that. All right, let's pour it into the glass here. It's light, kind of a caramel coppery color. I'm gonna call it light caramel butterscotch colored, maybe. Is that butterscotch? All right, let's get my nose in here. Ooh, yeah, like a caramel corn. It reminds me of caramel corn. Caramel corn and booze. There's caramel. If you took caramel corn and you made it booze, that's what this is. All right, cheers, bottoms up. I don't know what you say when you are cheersing over fountain water. To the fountain. Ooh, there's some heat to it. Caramel corn, definitely get the caramel corn. Butterscotch, a little bit maybe. Caramel, like sweet, delicious, boozy caramel. Oh man, that's a solid whiskey. That's fun. The story behind it is great when you've got somebody sitting on the other side of the bar to drink with, and you can tell them about how it came to be and why, and how goofy the idea is. But that's a solid drinker. You could put that in a cocktail if you want, especially at 96 proof. It's got some character to kind of stand up to some other stuff, but that stands alone by itself too. You don't need to do anything to that. That's a winner. Yeah, delicious caramel corn. Tastes like caramel corn. Who knew that the Tyler Davidson fountain in downtown Cincinnati on Fountain Square tastes like caramel corn? Who knew? Cheers.